Hey kids, what's up? It's me, it's Moss. It's St. Patrick's Day. And let me just fill you in on what's been going on recently. There was no show this week, as you may or may not have noticed. I don't know, you guys have lives. Um, Donnie's been super busy, and I've been crazy sick and super busy, and it's just been kind of a weird week where a whole bunch of stuff has been happening, and we just could not coordinate to get together to do the show. That said, though, it was a very productive week, including some preliminary discussions on a little thing that we like to call the Questies. So, stay tuned for that, because there's going to be some good stuff coming up. But I didn't want to just kind of leave the week by without saying anything. And it's St. Patrick's Day, so I figured we'll throw some pogues on the record player here, and we'll wearing my Aaron Shamrocks jersey from Aaron, Ontario, because they're well, this is the greatest hockey jersey I've ever seen. I mean, this is fantastic. Kevin Smith got nothing on this, got nothing on it. I'm the fat guy in webcomics. No. So I thought we'd do a little bit of the hi, how are ya, a bit of the how's it going. It's going to be more of a why don't you own this than a why do I own this, because I've got some really good stuff coming down the pipe for why do I own this, but I really want to dedicate entire episodes to these books because they're unbelievable. Some amazing stuff from the 60s that, yeah, mind-blowing. So, for today, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to do multiple things. If you've been in the comic store recently, or you've been online or whatever, you may have noticed that a lot of companies have been putting out $1 issues. $1, just for $1. It's the first chapter of some of their best graphic novels or most well-known stories, things like that. And so I got a bunch of them here because I think it's important, if you've never read these books, to know that you can check them out just for $1. It's super cheap. First up, we've got Batwoman from DC. Now, DCs are called What's Next. They're $1 issue. They do Vertigo stuff. They do DC stuff. It's very cool. Batwoman, the new Batwoman series, delayed again, we found out this week, but the Batwoman stuff has been so cool. J.H. Williams III is just an amazing artist. And, for $1, you can kind of get to know the character, check her out. And I know they had the Zero issue a little while ago, but this is a great way to sort of get in touch with what Batwoman's all about, because I think it's going to be a really good book if it ever hits the shelves. From our boys at IDW, this one might be just for me, but Transformers. Ongoing Transformers series. If you're a Transformers fan, the stuff IDW is doing right now in the ongoing series is very cool. That was a text message. I got a text message from a friend. But to hell with that. I'm working. IDW stuff is called 100 Penny Press. So again, it's $1. It's a full-sized issue, full color. They don't skimp out on, a bunch of ads or edit the issue down to a couple pages or whatever. It's the full issue. So another great way to get into that. Classic stuff, too. Classic stuff. Our boys over at Dark Horse Entertainment, they have a ton of these. $1 issues. And amongst them are Hellboy and Buffy and all kinds of Gru, all kinds of different stuff. But Sin City was the one that I grabbed because I've only ever read Sin City in trade. So to be able to sit there and pick up the first issue of Sin City and all of its black and white and violent and wonderful, there's boobies, be careful, glory, for $1 is pretty cool. And actually on the back you can see there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can pick up from Dark Horse. But Image was not to be left out either. And I've said before, one of the best Image books out there is of course The Walking Dead. And I mean, if you have a first printing of Walking Dead #1, which I do, it's worth a couple $100 right now. So it's pretty cool to be able to go and get the full first issue for only $1. I mean, even digital stuff. Isn't that? It's the same as buying a digital comic, you know what I mean? You get the full first issue, you can check it out, you can see if you want to get into it. And Image has a ton of these things too. They got all kinds of Invincible and Liberty Meadows, a whole bunch of stuff. And Marvel has recently restarted their Marvel's Greatest Comics program, which is cool. They've done In the past, they did a whole bunch of different things, but for this one, they've got like Astonishing X-Men that's out there right now, X-23, and of course the Ultimates. The Ultimates, for my money, has always been some of the best superhero comics I've ever read, personally. That's just my opinion. I love the scale of them, the fact that they're just like a giant, big-budget movie without any kind of limit on what they can do visually or idea-wise. And also, if you're a Captain America fan, you know, you got the movie coming out, or you're just kind of interested in learning about Captain America, this one issue, is essentially a giant origin story for Captain America. And it's one of the best tellings of Captain America's origin that's out there, too. The art is gorgeous. The panels, the spreads are just amazing. I mean, look at... You know, this is high-quality stuff. And you can get it for $1. So, you know, there are 5 books that are awesome that you can pick up for, like, less than a McDonald's Happy Meal. You know what I mean? And just because I finally got around to reading it, I wanted to bring up Black Sad. This book is Spanish, translated into English. Wow. Wow. It's 3 stories, sort of detective thing. Black Sad is a cat. It's a world where everyone's animals. Dark Horse have done an amazing job in putting together this new hardcover edition of it. So you get it in sort of the big album-sized pages that it would have been originally printed in Spain. And it's just, you know, the art is beautiful, the stories are incredible, and, you know, how there isn't more of this stuff, I don't know. I know a lot of people have been in on this for a long time, and I kind of slept on it, but hey, it's what I do. And this particular Dark Horse edition, $29.99. You know, you can't beat quality like this. This is one of those books that you buy and you keep in your collection, and people come over and they're like, "What's Black Sad?" And you're like, "Oh, you haven't read that? Oh, geez, let me play you this thing I saw on the Watchtower," because that's what you do, right? Of course, that's what you do. So there you go, a few things. I hope everyone has a great and safe St. Patrick's Day out there. It is Christmas 2, as I like to call it. Wow, another one. This is unbelievable. I'm going to go see who that is. But in the meantime, Aaron Gobra, and we'll see you next time.